What's up, guys? We are here with JANEMBA, the newest character added to Dragon Ball FighterZ. He just came out today, and he is pretty hype. I've been enjoying my time with the character so far. So we're going to run through his normals, his specials, his supers, some basic strategies, and then some combos, starting with some easy ones and then going to some hard ones. So to start things off, let's talk about his special moves. Quarter circle forward plus attack, he does this big sword slash. The light version is the fastest, but you're not going to be able to combo off this unless you use Vanish or an assist in the corner or something like that. Medium version, he takes a little step forward before he does this. Slower startup, but you are able to combo off this meterless, which is kind of neat. And then the heavy version is going to be kind of the best of both worlds here. You can combo off it without using any meter for Vanish or anything like that. You can get a nice little combo off it, and it's pretty fast. So I think this move is really nice, covers a lot of space. It's also going to beat Super Dash, so if you're kind of expecting the opponent to Super Dash at you, you can throw this out preemptively, make them block, or hit them out of it. You can do this move in the air as well. Doesn't seem that good as an air move. The hitbox is a little bit smaller, and it has this kind of awkward downward angle. I don't think it's going to come up too much, but the ground version seems very good to me. I think this is going to be a pretty common move you're using in both combos and to kind of try to control space. His quarter circle back plus attack, this is a command throw. So worth noting, his down light does not hit low. It can be blocked standing or crouching. So he does have some other mix-up options to make up for that, one of which is this command throw. So the light version, you can only combo into this straight into super. The medium version, you can combo off this if you use a Vanish mid-screen, or in the corner, you actually can combo off this meterless, which is kind of nice. And then the heavy version, you're going to be able to combo off this meterless mid-screen, for what that's worth. So this doesn't seem like the best command throw in the game, but it's far from the worst. It's like fairly fast. And I think, you know, if you're sort of ticking into this against the opponent, you're going to catch people occasionally. Seems pretty decent. I would compare it to maybe someone like Android 18 a little bit, similar to that, but maybe slightly better. Seems a little bit faster and longer range. So I think the command throw is definitely decent. If you do quarter circle back attack in the air, you get this little ball. This ball is kind of sick, so it travels, and then if you press the button again, it will explode wherever you set it. So this does beat Super Dash, so that's kind of cool. See, you can sort of preemptively explode it to stop the opponent's Super Dash, but you do got to be careful because they might be able to get past it if you time it wrong. Seems like the primary use for this, if you're like in the corner, you can do some pretty sick stuff where you end your combo in this, and then it's there waiting for the opponent when they get up. And that will let you save your assists for further mix-ups. For example, you can do mix-ups with his teleport, quarter circle forward, or quarter circle back plus S. And you can actually control where you go with this. You can see if I hold up back, he goes up back. If I hold up forward, he goes up forward, and etc. You can also do this in the air. You can travel in all four directions in the air. So you can do some really dirty stuff with this, like if you dash in and you call an assist, you can teleport low to hit them low, which is pretty hard to block, or you can go, you know, straight ahead and then go high. So it does seem pretty good. I definitely think this move will be a powerful mix-up tool when combined with assists, especially like if you're snapping them. You can do some pretty hard to block stuff. It seems really good, so the fact that his down light doesn't hit low is a downside for sure, but I think regardless, his mix-up options seem really good, and I think especially in terms of like assist setups, he's going to be a very hard character to block. So his final special move here is going to be down down S. So this is going to be a projectile counter, kind of similar to Jiren, but the difference is it seems like most of the time this isn't going to be like an actual punish. You can see he's able to block it there, but you are going to be able to use this as a chance to start your pressure. So once they block this, you can just run up and hit them. So that seems okay. I'm not super sold on this move, but you know, it seems like a decent option if you're fighting characters who are trying to zone you out. Even against like jump back key blast, this is going to work pretty effectively because it is going to track to where the opponent is and kind of force them to end their turn and give you an opportunity to get in. So, I don't know, it seems decent, but I think this is probably the least remarkable of his special moves. We'll talk a little bit about his key blasts here. His key blasts are pretty interesting. You can see he does 4 of them, and his hand kind of comes through this portal and hits the opponent wherever they are. You can actually control which portal the hand comes from. So you can see if I do this, it'll come from down forward, or down back. That'll be from down forward, up forward, and then up back. Like, that'll be the first one that fires, if that makes sense. And then if you do down plus key blast, he'll do a short little hop. So you can do key blast into down plus key blast to get 8 key blasts. And this will allow you to confirm off of kind of a lot of stuff here. So you can confirm off of his medium sword slash. And then you go into down medium. His down medium is this sort of stomp that comes out of a portal. And it does cause a sliding knockdown. So this is going to be really handy for getting sliding knockdowns in a lot of situations. So for example, like let's say you do a vanish, you can go into auto combo, then do 4 key blasts into down medium, and then you get the sliding knockdown. So it does seem nice. The fact that he can get sliding knockdown off of basically everything is pretty nice. And then he can go into his supers off of that. He does have 2 level 1 supers, worth noting. His first level 1 is going to be this sort of slash thing. It does a cutscene. This seems like mostly just a combo ender, but it does have some invincibility for what that's worth. So you can see I can go through the beam there. But do note, it is not frame 1 invincible. So you can see if I do it too late here, I am going to get hit. And you can tell the super came out because I lost the meter. But because it's not frame 1 invincible, I still got hit. So do be careful with this, but sometimes you might be able to use it to kind of get out of some sticky situations because of the slight bit of invincibility frames. His other level 1 super is where he's going to push you with this giant arm thing. And what's really cool about this is this goes all the way to the corner. Like, wow. So if you have a character who gets really good post level 3 Oki in the corner, like for example Yamcha level 3 in the corner leaves you in a pretty good situation. So what you can do with Janemba is, like, you can do whatever combo you want, you know, blah blah blah, go into this super, and then voila, we're in the corner, boys, and we're ready to start some Yamcha nonsense. So this seems really good, I think. I think this is actually pretty amazing that he can do this. Going instantly to the corner is always going to be good, especially for characters like, I don't know, Yamcha, Android 18, Gotenks, Bardock. These characters, they're level 3s, get much better Oki in the corner than versus mid-screen. So that's definitely something to watch out for. And then finally, his level 3, it's going to reach full screen. He kind of shoots this beam across the screen. Not very damaging, but, you know, like all level 3s, it's going to cause that untechable sliding knockdown. So I think, you know, especially in the corner, go into his level 3, and then you should be kind of all set to start whatever sort of mix-ups you want using his teleport or whatever. So it does seem good for that. But I don't think that you're going to be relying on his level 3 too much because it is pretty low damage. I think more often you're going to be going for sliding knockdowns into setups, or maybe like level 1 into Z-change into another character's level 3. That seems like it's going to be a little bit more common. By the way, let's talk about his assist a little bit. So I showed you his key blast already, and his assist is just going to be 2 of those little key blasts coming out like that. So it is going to track the opponent wherever they are. So you can use this for some pretty sweet combos. For example, something I've been doing with Yamcha. You can use this to combo off his key blast from really far away. So that's pretty cool. Since it tracks the opponent, you can use it sort of that way. Or, you know, you can use it in various combos like this. Use it to hold them still to set up some damage. Kind of similar to Gotenks. But, you know, worth noting that the assist can be super dash through. So it does leave you pretty vulnerable. It's not really going to, like, hold you down like a beam assist or something like that. It seems like this is mostly useful for combo extension, but it is pretty good at combo extension. Like, I've seen some people saying that his assist is like as bad as Krillin's, but I don't think that's even close to true. Krillin's really has no use outside of ground combo extension, but this you can use for like a lot of unique combos that aren't normally possible with your character. The fact that it tracks, the fact that it will hit anywhere on screen, even in the air, I think is pretty nice. So, not an amazing assist, but far from the worst in the game, in my opinion. So finally, we're going to show some kind of basic combos here for Janemba. He can do a pretty basic B&B, ending with 4 S's into down medium there. You can see that does leave you full screen. If you don't want to go full screen, you can just omit the down heavy that I did. There you go, and then you'll be closer to them so you can, you know, go for a mix-up or whatever after the sliding knockdown. Anytime you do a vanish, I believe the best combo he can do here is just auto combo. And then the 4 key blasts into down M. There you go. Get a nice sliding knockdown. Off of a ground launcher, he can do some new stuff because his jump heavy here is going to cause a sliding knockdown. If you land a grounded launcher, it can be pretty good to end the combo with jump heavy and then cancel it into his orb to go for a setup. That can be really nice. And finally, I'm going to try my best to show a TOD that I found on Twitter. I'm going to see if I'm able to actually pull it off here. Wish me luck, guys. Wow, there we go. Oh my gosh. So yeah, like, you can see he's able to get a lot of heavies in his combos. I think there's a decent amount of potential there for high damage. And either way, he does seem like a very cool character. There's definitely been kind of a lot of talk about the character not being good. And I think that, you know, in some ways, he's a little bit set up to fail. He has a pretty below average assist, I would say, which generally, like, it's hard to be a good character in this game if you don't have a good assist. It's hard to make room for someone on a team. So having, like, a not amazing assist and not hitting low with your down light, that's sort of working against him, but I do think his suite of special moves seems really good. He's got a lot of good built-in mix-up options to make up for the lack of his mix-up with a down light. So I think that there's a lot of potential there, and I'm really excited to see what people are able to do with the character. So make sure you check out my stream, guys. I'm going to be streaming later today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Stop by if you want to see some Janemba action. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.